Hello again and welcome. This is Robert Schein, Managing Director and Partner at Blanke Schein Wealth Management. Thank you for joining us on a Tuesday, the 21st of December. We only have 4 days left to Christmas. I hope you're ready. In the meantime, let's find out what the markets are paying attention to. So we are too at Blanke Schein Wealth Management. Thanks for watching. So markets have been extremely volatile this week, kicked off by the news over the weekend that the Omicron variant has basically hit the globe with a storm. It's actually one of the highest transmittable of the variants that we've seen to date, and that took the market by surprise. In addition to the news that was broke on Sunday morning with regards to Senator Manchin voting no on the Build Back Better. So that put squarely a lot of things in the crosshairs for the markets to digest yesterday. And yesterday we actually did close on the S&P 500 below the moving average. These are key technicals. If you watched my videos last week, I talked about the key technicals that we're watching, which is the 50-day moving average on the S&P 500. Right now we're at 46.13 for the S&P moving average. Yesterday we closed below that. Today's trading session we're up several hundred points right now as we film this. Now we have more news to digest, meaning that the President of the United States came back and said on TV, he just announced that there's no particular call for, at this moment in time, shutdowns. And I think that's more digestible for the markets to actually understand for their economy right now. Because you remember, when we shut down the economy, all the byproduct of that was basically supply chain constraints, higher inflation costs, higher input costs. That means that there's more inflation. Inflation is actually stickier for longer, which is a problem for the Federal Reserve, because the Federal Reserve has announced earlier this week or earlier this month, last week, that it's going to remove the stimulus at an accelerated pace. Not only the U.S. here, but the Bank of England. If you combine both of them, if you the Federal Reserve and the Bank of England, and what they're going to remove from the market and the monetary policy from basically just liquidity, the global liquidity markets had to digest the announcement and the pullback of about $2.35 trillion of global liquidity. So that's why markets are moving, and that's why the S&P 500 is really at a very important technical level. It actually, the technicals on a short term help us set up long-term trends. And so right now we're above the yesterday's close of the 50-day moving average. As we speak, we're at 46.49 for the S&P. We close above the 50-day moving average, which is the 46.13. That's a key positive, and we would take that as a win right now on a go-forward basis for the equity market. So that's statistically or technically still a sound play, for meaning in the short term, the markets are just operating efficiently and digesting information, which means higher volatility. We could still see that on the weeks to come. Now, we talked about the key levels for the S&P. We talked about how Christmas is canceled potentially based upon what the Omicron variant has potentially presenting for all the loved ones. So we want you to stay healthy, stay safe, but we're watching to see that the markets digest the information real time. Last week I was on Bloomberg and I discussed just that negative news is going to put the basically more pressure on the Federal Reserve for 2022. We'll be paying attention to that, but in the meantime, I think we could be in this window of opportunity, the remaining of this shortened trading week, and then into next week. I think we could see a Santa Claus rally continue. We saw sort of the December 15th changeover from negative to sort of positive, and we could see that continue. So right now, markets are positive. Right now, key technical levels of the S&P are still intact if we close above that, which we believe we will at this moment in time. And we have some things that the market can digest. Obviously, things like sporting events and everything else are canceled, and we're going to see how it evolves on a go-forward basis. And so we'll be reporting more and more. So I'm wearing my Christmas jacket for everyone. Hopefully you're getting your Christmas shopping close to being done or close enough, and then you can be healthy and safe and share the Christmas holiday with those that you love so dearly in the right, safe manner, obviously. So if you have any questions, we're doing portfolio rebalancing and positioning right now at Blanke Schein Wealth Management. Essentially what that means is that while you guys are shopping, we are squaring up portfolios, and we're basically tax loss selling to offset any capital gains, to make certain it's not what you make, it's also what you keep. So we're doing here in the Elf Factory at Blanke Schein Wealth Management for you. And if you have any questions, we're here for you. So take care, have a great day, and thanks for watching.